Good morning, everyone. We had seen US market opening on a positive note on yesterday, but came down from the peak and closed more of a flattish number or marginally down. But the futures are marginally positive. But if you see the China opening, they are comparatively better, considering they were closed on Monday and Tuesday. China has opened just 0.6% down, which is as compared to Hang Seng was down substantially on Monday by over 3-4%. So that shows positive signals. Even if we see the commodity market also, iron ore, which was showing sign that it will open around 5-6% lower, though it has opened lower in China, but has recovered and just down by around 0.5%, and steel is down by around 0.7%, whereas aluminum is up by around 1% and copper is down by around 0.7%. So metal opening in China is also quite positive. So we may see some bounce back in the metal stock in today's trade, as it was considered quite negative, but prices in China is not so negative. So we may see some bounce back in commodity in metal stock today. Apart from that, Hong Kong and Korea are closed today, and there will be announcement post in the night of Fed meeting. The Fed is likely to give direction for tapering. But the key thing to watch in this meeting will be how the projections for the inflation is coming. If the projections for inflation last time what they had given was at around 3.4% for current year, that is CY21, and 2.1% for CY22. So anything above 3.4% in inflation expectations for the current year may be taken a bit negative by the market. And I'll request technical team to take a first.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday we see the bounce back at lower level, and we already mentioned that Monday's con call Nifty has important support around 17,370, 17,400 at downside, and we expect that level. We expect bounce back towards 17,550, 17,600. We see the important bounce back at downside, but upside immediate resistance for Nifty 17,600, and we see some proper booking today because Nifty close above 17,600 at least 1 to 2 trading session, then we expect further momentum for positive side. Otherwise, we can see the range Nifty for 17,600 and downside 17,400. Bank Nifty also trading important support resistance zone, that is 37 450, 37 500 in upper side. Important support place at the Bank Nifty is 37,100 and downside 36 848 800 at downside. So we expect both index trading near the resistance level. So today we expect some sideways movement and maybe see some proper booking at higher level. So if Bank Nifty also break the important resistance level, that is 37 500, and close at least 1 to 2 trading session, then we expect further bull rally and upside. So we can wait for a breakout, and those have position, they can book at least 50% at current level and wait for upside breakout. Nifty Finance also trading near the resistance zone, that is 18,400, and break that level, then we expect further momentum. Otherwise, we can see there's some proper booking in Nifty Finance also. Downside, immediate support place at 18,270. We can see the important this range for Nifty Finance is 18,270 at downside, and upside above 18,400. Next level will be the 18,500. In stock specific, Mindtree looks positive at current level. Apollo Tyre also looks positive at current level. Is about 218. Apollo is next target will be the 232 to 34 at upside. Support place at around 215. We can keep stop loss at 215 214, and target for the 232 to 35 for upside. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. See, on the derivative front, the VIX that was so important, it has now started to fall again. It has come down below the 17 levels, but it is still above, the important level of 15. And until it comes below the 15 levels, one has to, continue to watch very closely. Uh, Yesterday, 17,500 has been regained, and the PCR has gone above 1 at 17,500, which is a good sign. But if 17,500 breaks and the VIX continues to rise with the cost of carry still being negative, you might see some further selling coming in. So watch out for the same. You can hold longs with a stop loss of 17,500. Uh, the PCR, overall PCR is at par now. It was oversold and it has come up again. Open interest has started to fall, which is a good sign. And with the VIX continuing to fall and open interest continuing to fall, in the next 2-3 days, if both continue to fall, you will see further rally coming in. But till the VIX is high, one needs to trade very closely. From the stock specific front, Escorts has broken out with a price volume breakout. So one can buy Escorts with a stop loss of 1420. I believe it can go up towards the 1600, 1650 level. It's a long breakout after a long time. And the open interest has risen quite substantially on the long side. So one can look to buy the same. Other than that, the PSU stocks, ONGC, Coal India, SBI, these stocks look very good because they've seen some short covering coming in the last session. So one can buy these stocks for the same. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over this.
Yeah, today morning, G Entertainment has announced a merger with Sony Pictures, wherein the both the company will merge, and Sony Entertainment will bring in around 12,000 crore rupees for 14% holding. If that is getting translated into the overall company valuations, the share price seems to be extraordinarily high. So we feel this event is quite positive. If suppose 12,000 crore is for additional 14% holding we calculate for Sony, then the company value comes to around 83,000 crores. And even the valuations of G Entertainment comes to at around 40,000 crores, whereas against this the current market capitalization is 25,000 crore. So there is a substantial upside possible in this transaction, and the share can move up very sharply in today's trade as well. And apart from this indicate that there is some bit of resilience from the existing promoter, because in this deal, the existing promoter will continue to be CEO and MD, and as such, which is if we see the prior this the Aberdeen, which has put up a resolution for removal of the existing MD. So this is a counter action by the existing promoter. So there could be internal race for acquiring the company. So that is on G. Apart from that, Lincoln Pharma has yesterday announced that they had acquired a plant for manufacturing of ciprofloxacin. This plant will be upgraded and will be put into operations by year end. And they expect this plant to contribute around 150 crore of revenue in 2 years' time. Currently, the revenue of the company is around 600 crores, and this will increase by around 25%. And apart from that, there will be an organic growth of, as management has indicated, of around 15 to 18%. So overall, in 2 years, the growth can be around 50% plus for the company. The Lincoln Pharma will be acquiring with the cash which is lying in the balance sheet. They don't have any debt and has around 60-70 crores of cash in the book. So that will be used to acquire this plant. The plant will be acquired for 30 crores. So still they will be left with sufficient cash. So overall, we feel this announcement is quite positive from a bit longer term perspective, and outlook for Lincoln looks quite positive. We had recommended this stock in the past in monthly monthly recommendations, and the stock has performed a lot substantially in last few months, and had given a good return. And we continue to remain positive on this stock and expect the prices to move up gradually over a period of time. And we have a initial target of around 500 rupees on this stock. Apart from that, Mahindra and Mahindra Finance had yesterday announced that the collection efficiency has improved substantially. In August, it was at around 97% against 95% in July. And apart from that, if you see September, they are seeing a normal collection efficiency, which is going on. Apart from that, management has indicated that they will write back around 75% of the provisions which is they made in Q1 in the next 9 months, and restructuring will also be happening for the accounts which are in a bit stress. So overall direction wise, looks like after Q1 bad performance, the things are likely to improve from here. Share is trading at around 1.7 time price to book value on trading basis. So valuations also looks more of a reasonable. So overall outlook on Mahindra and Mahindra Finance is positive. That's all from us, and thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.